Adventures with Champ, our escape artist goat, I used to work for on the forestry and conservation crew. We tried to offer this service with the goat that for some reason hung out in the field next to our shop, which I guess we owned, maybe? Anyway, the goat's name was Champ, and I wouldn't be surprised if we accidentally stole Champ at one point, because Champ hated to be alone, and if you left him alone, he would find a way through or over any enclosure you left him in and wander around until he found a companion. To Champ, a companion could be a person, a dog, a chicken, a bicycle, a basketball, anything that his little goat mind imagined was a living creature. He especially liked things that seemed to have some kind of life or that made noise, like generators and sump pumps. So when we rented Champ out to people, we warned them that he needed some kind of company, or he would escape. We often recommended something like a blow-up pool toy, or even just an open umbrella, just something nearby that Champ could imagine was his friend. Inevitably, people would underestimate Champ's squirreliness and assume that their fence-tether stone wall was sufficient to keep him where they wanted to be, and they would leave him alone. Then we'd have to go find Champ. One time I found him in a scrapyard munching on weeds between rows of crushed cars. One time I found him curled up in the shade in a neighbor's yard with a golden retriever, but I think the best was when he made his way onto an elementary school playground. We of course had a tag on his collar with a phone number to call if he was found since he went missing so much. And one day, we got a call from a school principal informing us that he had our goat. For those of you who don't know much about goats, they delight in climbing on things. So for Champ, there was no place more attractive than the very top of the metal play structure at this playground. The kids were absolutely smitten with him, and he was absolutely thrilled to have so many friends. And he was ecstatic to be at the top of the play structure too. It wasn't until all the kids went inside after recess that we could get him down. I think it was the best day of his life.